I'm Locke Wilford. Come to Dublin Chevrolet and find your bonus tag today.
Come to Dublin Chevrolet and get your bonus tag discount. Savings up to $10,000 on new Silverados, new Impalas and Malibus with savings up to $6,000.
Find your tag, find your deal at Dublin Chevrolet, the only dealer you will ever need.
Hi everyone, we'd like to welcome you to Real Talk. I'm your host Pat Terrio, and we are here at Union Baptist Church for their Vacation Bible School. And I tell you, this has been a phenomenal week. I mean, you look around, you see all of the beautiful decorations, the kids are all over the place, there's a buzz going on, and we've got two individuals with us here today that are definitely part of the reason why. We've got the director herself, Brandy Scarborough. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well. And of course, this is your right-hand man here, Derek. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing very well. Now listen, we know you two have worked very hard, and we want you to kind of tell us about how your whole process has been. And of course, with you being the assistant, we know you two have had to tag team a little bit, right?
Correct. Yes.
And so now, it's almost over.
Yes, it is.
Are we halfway into it?
One more night.
One more
Tomorrow
night.
night's the finale.
So you're going to be able to go.
Yes.
Yes. Right?
Yes.
It'll be a whoo.
Yeah, one of those people. But listen, you know, there's a lot of churches out there that take part of Vacation Bible School, and
right.
we know that there's a lot that goes into it.
That's right. Yes.
And so we want you to talk to us a little bit about how your process has been.
Okay. Usually we start about 3 months ahead of time. We plan out, get all the information, order all the supplies. Then, you know, closer to time, we get to started with the volunteers, get volunteers in the church, our youth. We want our youth to be a big part of the process and let them work and do a little mission stuff here as well.
And you know, we want to ask you this now. This is your church, both of your church. Now, how long have you been a part of this ministry, and how long have you been a part of VBS?
I've been the VBS director now for probably about 8 years, and I kind of grew into it with as the assistant director, and then the director gave the reins to me, and then Derek came along, and we've just been working together ever since, along with everybody else.
Very good. Now, Derek, did you come along 8 years ago too? Or?
No, not 8 years ago for me. I married into this church back in 2001, and had 2 children. Kind of started in Bible school later than Brandy, of course, and so just kind of fell in. Probably the last 3 or 4 years I've helped Brandy. And like I said, it's a lot of planning, a lot of hard work, but we enjoy it.
And you know, the thing is too, now, you've got to love kids. You've got to really have a little energy to do VBS. Otherwise, you're going to deflate.
Yes. We're deflating.
Are you really?
It's Thursday night.
I see your little inner tube is slowly,
We're deflating. I mean, we were gung-ho the first couple of nights, but we were here all last week to midnight every night decorating, and we both work full-time jobs. So.
And you're still doing, you know, and that's one thing that people have to understand, that this is voluntary, what you do, and this is a ministry for Christ, and that's when you look at it where you say, okay, now, Lord, like you say, we're working full time, but you've got to give us the strength to do this. Right. Now, this theme this year, tell us about the theme.
This theme of this year is Everest. It's giving you the things that God has the power to do for you. No mountain too high, I would say. A lot of things go into, you know, Everest this year, and it's been one of our better VBSs, I think.
And you know, you said you started 3 months ago.
Right.
Now, you know, you kind of just casually said, you know, I had to get volunteers.
Right.
You know, what was that process like? Because, you know, it does require a commitment.
Right, it does. And our people here at the church are very good to volunteer. We have people that just get their roles the same every year. I mean, they have the same job year after year after year until they either die or just doesn't want to do it anymore. So
those are the only reasons you're not doing VBS.
That's right. Everybody.
It's the graveyard, or you quit.
Exactly.
Or move churches.
Exactly. And so it's really good to have people who are willing to do this, And so what has changed from like your years? I want to ask you both that, what has changed as far as the way you do VBS and to you as a person? Because it's like, as Christians, and how we grow in grace and how we do so many different things to please the Lord. And I know with me, having been a youth leader for many years, I was ever evolving, like with the kids.
Yes, we've come a long way. We've gone from just putting posters in the hall to this grand big scheme, but we have people here that like to decorate. We have, as the early VBS director, I was real timid talking to the kids, but just like as we grow in Christ, we grow and working in VBS, and the more kids we have, it just lights us up and gives us more reason to want to do this. And as long as we plant a seed for them to take for years to come, when Jesus starts dealing with them, that it makes it all worthwhile.
Amen. That's great. What about you, Derek?
I agree with Brandy 100% on that. I think that as the youth of today and the things of the world has changed for our kids growing up, VBS has changed with it.
Yeah.
VBS, back when I first started with VBS, we didn't have bullying, or it wasn't as popular as it is today. Our VBS incorporates everything that the children are dealing with in today's society as far as bullying or adoption or many different trials that the kids go through. I feel like our VBS has incorporated that very much so in the years to come. And I know Group is the program that we use here, and I feel like they do a really good job at doing that.
And and that's good, and that's very important, because one thing you need to know, and you all know, the Word of God never changes. Right. But the Lord will give us a way in order to relay different messages to get them across, and like you say, bringing up different issues of bullying, adoption, different issues now that we tend to face. So that's a good thing. All right. So what is your assessment of how VBS has been this week?
I think it's been good. This has been one of the better ones. Our kids are well behaved. They've had a good time. They love the music, of course. We've averaged about 134 this week, with our max being 145. So we've had the kids here. I've had a good time. I will crash come Saturday, but the kids have been phenomenal, and I just hope that they take it out and be missionaries in this world as soon as school starts back in a couple weeks, because they will be the only Bible some of the kids at school ever see.
Absolutely. So. And you guys have a lot of kids that are here that are not a part of your church.
Right.
Now, how do you, how did you get the word out, or is it just from word of mouth about getting kids to come in to be a part of VBS?
One thing I am proud of that we do have here at Union is a bus ministry. A couple years ago, we purchased a great bus that we take, and we go out to the community and pick up kids and bring them in. Kids that wouldn't have a privilege or have a chance to come to church, we bring them in, and VBS is a great part of that. We started a couple years back having kickoff. We did a little Bible school kickoff out at the park and got a lot of kids, and we really enjoy that.
That's good. Now I want to say my daughter has been coming here every day with your girl, with your daughter, Emily. And she goes, "Oh my gosh, Mom, I had so much fun." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
She said, "I had so much fun." She said, "I had more fun than I thought I would." And the key to that, too, is drawing kids, but the basis of it is drawing them to Christ.
That's right. And we want kids to learn, we want them to come in and see that the church is decorated. We go all out with decoration because we have a great decorating crew, but we want them to know that church is not stuffy. It's not just about coming to sit in a pew. On Sunday, it's about having fun. And when they get to heaven, it's not going to be sitting in a pew holding your hands. It's going to be praising and worshiping God.
It's not all about tradition. You got to break tradition a little bit. And our kids are different than our parents or our grandparents. The generations are different, so we've got to reach them in a different way.
You absolutely do, because when I was that age, I remember sitting in the pews like this.
When is the preacher going to finish?
I'm telling you, I was a zombie.
Right.
I'm not kidding you guys.
Occasionally
Yeah. I was a zombie. And it's like, and so my perceptions about church at this young age, you know, it's like we had to go. And you know, I remember like the ushers were so mean. I thought ushers were like the devil.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and the kids I know my kids get that perception.
Look now, all of the former members of the church I used to go to when I was a kid just know that I was a kid. So you ushers are not devils. I love you. But no, as a kid, it's like, you know, but things have evolved,
Correct.
which is such a great thing. And so, and I try to instill those things within my kids too, you know, because it has evolved. And you can be outside of the box and still have the Word of God, which is the foundation.
Right. And we treat Bible school as kind of like a little kids' revival. I mean, this is their revival this week. I mean, I hope they're getting all they need to go out into the school, because in a couple of weeks, I mean, that's the devil's workshop. So, I mean, what they learned this week, I hope they take it with them in the next couple of weeks going back to school.
Absolutely. And, you know, and I definitely believe that they are. So, you know, we want to talk to some of the other people here, want to talk to some of the kids, but we thank you all so much for everything that you all have done, because, you know, when you look at this, these are kids, these are our futures.
Right.
These are our future kids in the community. And so this is a blessing to our community. So we're glad to be here with Union Baptist Church, VBS. Brandy, honey child.
Thank you for being here.
You are awesome. It's our pleasure. And Derek, come here, man.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Oh, my gosh. This was awesome.
And we'd like to thank the community for letting their kids be a part of us.
Yeah.
And so we appreciate you and everybody else.
Well, we're so proud to be here. All right. No last words?
No.
VBS 2016?
Yeah.
VBS!
It's
I
all
couldn't
good.
make that with the letters. All right. This is Brandy and Derek, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
At Kubota, value means getting more than you expected for less than you thought. That's exactly what you get with Kubota L-Series compact tractors. Forged from our proven design and quality materials, Kubota has been committed to building the industry's best compact tractors for decades. Visit your local Kubota dealer now for customer instant rebates of up to $3,000, plus get an additional $500 right now through June 30th. More for less. That's value. That's Kubota.
Freeman's Lawn and Garden. Call us at 272-2198.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have found out that it definitely takes a village for the VBS here at Union Baptist Church to go into full force this week. And we've got two other guests with us, and they're going to introduce themselves to you and just tell us a little bit about their work here and their involvement with the Vacation Bible School. Look at this fella. Hey, you.
Hi, my name is Brandon McClain, and I'm the music leader here at VBS Everest, but I've also filled in for Bible expeditions.
Really? Now, Brandon, you are so busy.
I am.
How do you find the time out of your busy schedule to be a part of VBS?
Well, I volunteered at the VA, and then last week we came and we stayed till about 11:30, 12 o'clock decorating.
No rest for the weary.
No. And then I volunteered at the VA this week, and I've come and stayed till about 10:30.
And what motivates you, Brandon, to do all of this?
The kids. Definitely,
Yeah.
It's the kids. Because I know when I was little and I started going to VBS, I looked up to the teachers and the speakers.
Yeah.
And I just kind of wanted to be a role model for the kids.
Absolutely, and you definitely are. All right, young lady. Now, the word on the street is that you are the Martha Stewart of all things decorating for VBS. Is that true?
I don't know about that, but I love to
Introduce
decorate.
yourself. Introduce yourself just a little bit.
My name's Rachel Johnson. I help decorate for Vacation Bible School and whatever else they'll let me decorate for.
When you look at everything, Rachel, it is absolutely phenomenal. And I don't think that just from the video that you will get the true justice of how amazing this is. Now, I bet the wheels on your bus are constantly turning, aren't they?
They are.
Tell us about your planning for the decorations for this beautiful thing.
Most of it, it starts out with one big idea, and then we just kind of build from that. Everybody has a hand in it, and we all work really hard to get it done, but it starts from one little seed, and it just grows from there. The bigger, the better.
And explain some of the things that we're seeing here.
We have the big mountains made out of styrofoam. We knew we wanted the big mountains. We knew we wanted to build from the Everest theme. So lots of white, totally different from last year. We had big flowers and big colors last year, and everything this year is white, but everybody loves it.
I thought I was at the North Pole.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, when I came in here and the walls were all covered, and it was just crazy nice, you know. And so I bet you just, when you have to decorate, you just love it, don't you?
I do. I do.
Yeah. And tell us about your decorating team now. How did you have working with you on this?
Brandy and Derek, of course. We have a lot of kids that come help. I help. Spouses help. Parents help. I mean, a little bit of everybody.
It's beautiful. Now, are you an artist anyway?
No. My brother did a lot of the artwork for the mountains. He freehanded the mountains, and we cut them out and painted them. So
look at these gifts making room here. That is wonderful. And then you have different theme rooms. Tell us about that.
We do. I do the video room, and my room looks like a tent. We made the whole room look like a big red tent.
I went in there. I thought it was a sauna.
It feels like one.
But it was so awesome. It was like, it took you to a whole nother place. Even though I got in there first and I was like, but I knew that you had transformed that room.
Right. Most of the rooms were white and they didn't have any color, so we wanted to have a room that had color in it and that stood out a little bit different than the rest.
It did. And even when you walk around the hallways, you can see as you're walking down the hallways that it's like, it's just magical. And then you have the lights. And so did you like have a blueprint for this? Did you write things down?
Oh yeah, we all took notes. We knew we wanted it to be a lot of ice and a lot of snow, but we also wanted some color and some lights too. So we jot stuff down as the process goes, and all have new ideas to share.
Very good. Now, Brandon, now let me ask you this. Now, you were here last year.
Right.
How different is it from last year? She said it was a little different.
Well, last year it was a crazy creature thing.
Crazy creature. Okay.
And I mean, it was everywhere was popping with color. You had oranges, you had blues, you had greens, you had reds.
Yeah.
And then this year it's white and blue.
Yes.
So I mean, it's a little more neutral, but with all the decorations we've done,
Yes.
it has the same effect.
Absolutely it does. And if you could put a number on the amount of manpower hours that you've spent on this, can you even do so?
As much as a full-time job.
Y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? And don't you work full-time?
Yes, ma'am.
Lord have mercy. It's like there's not enough hours in the day, but to do something like this for a week, and you put so much effort into it, I mean, job well done for all of you. Job well done.
Thank you.
And you know, and we want to encourage others out there to definitely want to be a part of their vacation Bible schools and whatever church you attend, to make sure that you do whatever efforts you have, you know, any giftings. You say your brother did this freehand?
Whatever brings people in, we try to make it big and elaborate and make everybody want to come.
Are you exhausted?
Pretty much.
Y'all hear that? These people are toe up trying to make sure that this VBS was great. And it was. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
And we're glad to be here. Brandon, we're proud of you, man.
Thank you.
You're doing great things over at East Lawrence. Ready to start back?
Yeah, it's my senior year.
Boom. We're going to be looking at you, man. All right, and it's a pleasure meeting you, Martha
too.
Stewart. I mean, Rachel. Sorry about that.
I don't want to go to jail.
You don't have Lord have. You know, you're at Vacation Bible School. And usually you don't hear that much, that you don't want to go to jail.
I don't.
We'll
That's why
take
I'm
that
here.
part. We'll take that part out.
Okay.
But we're talking about the gifting that you have. She's like, I don't want to go to jail. Exactly, exactly. So thank you for everything that you have done, because it's certainly beautiful. Your work has definitely not been in vain.
Thank you.
Thank you. Brandon, thank you.
Thank you.
Great team, everyone.
Listen up, grown-ups. Now that you have switched to natural gas, here are some important things to know. There are a lot of stinky odors around the house, but if you ever smell the odor of natural gas in the air, which is similar to rotten eggs, leave immediately and simply call 911 or your local natural gas provider. If mom or dad need to dig outside, be sure to call 811 before you do. Grown-ups, take this responsibility seriously. We depend on you to keep us safe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is that time where we get to talk to some of the kids here at Vacation Bible School. Hi, kids.
Hi.
Hi. All right, listen, we want you to tell us a little bit about yourselves. Can you handle that?
Yes.
Who wants to go first?
I do.
I do. Here we go, right here. Hey.
Hey. My name is Tyler.
Hey, Tyler. You know what? Let me say this here. Tyler and I know one another, okay? But he's acting as though he does not know me. All right, we're going to start over, Tyler. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Talk to us, Tyler.
Hey.
Hey.
What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Pat. Okay?
My name's Tyler.
Well, hey, Tyler. Listen, you do know we're talking to people out there, right? It's not just me and you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Tell us about your family.
They are a great family, and my dad's name is Brian and Kristen, and my sister's name is JC.
Now, your dad's name's Brian and Kristen?
Yes, ma'am.
I thought your mama's name was Kristen.
Yes.
Now, what grade are you in?
Going to first grade.
Going to first grade. You excited?
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you go to school?
East Orange Primary.
Very good, very good. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Did you have a good time here at Vacation Bible School?
We did. I did.
What have you learned the most? What have you learned?
That God has the power to forgive, and God has the power to provide, and God has the power to comfort.
That's why I love you. You know that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, your turn, sweetie.
Hello, I'm Braylon.
Hi, Braylon. Tell us about yourself, would you?
My mom name's Kristen.
It's not the same Kristen, is it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Christina.
Christine, okay.
My daddy's name is Ben. And my brother and sister is named Brady and Brenna.
Very good. Are you the baby or are you the big sister?
I'm the big sister.
Oh, my goodness. Now, how old are you?
6.
6 years old. Where do you go to school?
East Lawrence.
East Lawrence. Go Falcons. Now, have you enjoyed yourself here?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, tell us what you've learned.
Jesus has provided.
He provides for us, doesn't he? Has the food been good?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what matters. Thank you, baby. Good to meet you. I'm just cutting up. The food has been good, though, hadn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That means a lot. All right, your turn, big guy.
My name is Jaden Thompson. My brother's name is Jaron Ballard. My sister's name is Tegan. My mama's name is Ashley. And my daddy's name is Jeremy Ballard.
Now, have you been here all week?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, listen, you're a big guy, so we're quite sure you already knew some things, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, have you learned anything new?
Yes, ma'am.
Like what?
It's like a free gift that Jesus wants you to accept him, so you can go to Jesus. He has something stored for you when you
look at that. Love it. A free gift. Okay, he does have something in store for us. I love that. High five, man. Love it. All right, girls. Y'all ready? All right, let's get this side going.
My name's Madeline, and my mom's name's Jenna, and my dad, his name is Steven.
Very good. Now, how old are you?
6.
Have you enjoyed this week?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now, listen, you look like a good Christian girl, right?
Yeah.
When they're teaching you these lessons, do you follow all of the rules and stuff?
Yes, ma'am.
You do. What's one of your favorite things you've learned?
Well, I don't know.
Just so many, right? You know, and it's sometimes hard to think about them, but you've learned a lot, haven't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Thank you. Your turn, baby.
Hello, my name's Cassie, and I'm 8 years old, and my daddy's name is David, my mama's name is Amanda, and my sister's name is Dory. I've really had a great time at VBS. I've learned so much, and it's really been great.
That's great, Cassie. Now, have you been here before? Have you gone to VBS before? So this is like nothing new for you, though, right?
No.
Not really, yeah.
I've been here for years.
For years, for years. When did you first start going to Vacation Bible School? Do you remember? But it's been years. Very good. Well, we're glad that you're learning. We're glad that you're growing and having a good time, okay? Very good. All right, sweetie.
My name's Ava, and my mama's name is Brittany, and my dad's name is Matthew. I haven't been here all week, but when I first came here, I thought I liked them. I liked how they decorated it. It was like really pretty.
I know. Isn't it awesome? Did you feel like it was like a winter wonderland or something?
Yeah, but it wasn't.
I know.
Cold.
It wasn't cold. That's right. So we're glad that you're having a wonderful time. Do you think you'd want to come back next year?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I went here last year.
Oh, very good. So glad to have you back.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you're the last one. You ready, sweetie? Okay.
Hello, my name's Elena. I had a good time here. I got new friends, and I learned a lot here.
Elena, that's so sweet. And you know, there's so many other kids here. And so did you all make friends too?
I did.
You did? Very good. And you learned about Jesus, didn't you?
Yes.
All right, very good. And that's what it's all about. Y'all know that? To make friends, to learn about Jesus, to have fun doing it, to have good food, right? Right, very good. And so, and you guys will probably come back next year, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Really?
I will.
We know you will. We know you will. All right, well, it's been a pleasure meeting all of you, okay?
Okay.
All right, tell everyone bye.
Bye.
Hello, I'm Karen Atkins, the host of This Blood Ministry. I want to invite you to our new program Sunday morning at 9 o'clock. The ministry's mission is preach the gospel, heal the brokenhearted, preach deliverance, heal the sick, and save the lost through Jesus Christ throughout our community. We will have testimonies from people that the Lord has touched, so please tune in Sunday morning at 9 o'clock, and may God bless you and your family.